So this, absolutely, this is everything that I've made during, me doing pottery at home. And I'm actually very, very, very proud in many of the pieces that I've made. But some of them I actually won't even try to fire because, I think it's best to recycle the clay, to make something that I feel more proud of than this. But it has been an amazing practice really to improve my skills. Maybe it's best like this. I know I'm just a beginner. I think pottery really is going to be a very long journey. And even though I am very proud of some of the pieces that I've made, taking into account the skill level that I have at the moment, which is, a beginner, I know it was gonna take a few years, I think. But yeah, I want to be proud of the things that I do, because if I compare myself on social media with experienced potters or people that are actually able to do this for a living or have a career in ceramics, that have even studied ceramics and things like that, obviously I'm not at that level. I'm just a mom, if you will, doing pottery at home as a hobby, to explore something creative, yeah, during the little free time that I have, really. So keep in mind that this is just me at the beginning of my journey, and I really hope that I can share the rest here with you, because it's also gonna be nice for me to look back and compare how my journey is progressing and see how it's going, what it used to be at the beginning. So it's gonna be interesting for me to see in the future. But yeah, the piece that I'm most proud of is a cup, and this one is the last that I did. It's actually not this one. Where is it? Here. So all of these pieces are actually done using clay with no speckles, and yeah, the clay, I already went through with it. There's actually a bunch that I still need to recycle, which I haven't done yet, not even for the first time. So I'm kind of like postponing that until, I don't know, the pottery gods give me the will to do that, because yeah, I have no idea what I need to do. But yeah, then I bought a clay bag with speckles because I really like the look of the clay that I use at the studio, that I did the course. So I bought that one, and you can see that's why there is a bit of a different color. I'm not sure how this will be when it's fire, but I think this, from what I saw in the store, it's gonna be more like a bit of a yellowish beige with the speckles. And the higher the temperature that I fire it, I think the more visible they will be, but I'm not sure about that yet. Again, I don't have experience with firing myself, so we'll see. So this is, yeah, this is the cup that I'm the most proud of. And the foot is something very simple. It's just slightly raised. I don't know if you can see from there, but yeah, it's slightly raised. And yeah, the inside, there's no wobbly things or whatever. So this one's very nice. Actually, I made this for my brother, because he's also into ceramics, and I wanted to just do something for him. So this is the intention that he keeps. This was meant to be a second cup, a bit of a set, if you will. Just 2 cups for him. But this one, I think I shared in a shorts, a YouTube shorts, that when I was about to trim it, I was kind of like pushing it down to make sure that it was like stuck to the wheel, but I used too much force, and that meant that the wall kind of like collapsed. Yeah, a bit of a shame to be honest, but because it would have been a nice pair, but well, you know, these pieces also teach you something. Then this one, actually, because in the pottery studio, they teach you, or you know, the most common weight to throw for cups. I think it was 450 grams. So I thought, oh, actually, if I want to make a bit of a cup, a bigger size cup, I should maybe aim for 600, something like that. So that's why I use 600 on this one. But actually, this cup is massive. It's pretty big. It was intended to be a cappuccino, but I think this is gonna be like for soup or something. It's really big. And for this one, I went for with a flat bottom, a flat foot. But yeah, this one, I'm also very proud of the inside, because even though there is a little bit of a bump, it is not as noticeable as the other pieces. And then what else do I have here? I also wanted to make some bowls for my brother. So this one, it's a nice breakfast bowl, but yeah, there is a tiny hole at the bottom, so I don't know if this would explode in a kiln, because I keep hearing about all these explosions. And this is also like a little bit of a higher, like bigger bowl. But yeah, here you can see that it's not flat in the inside, it's a little bit like rings. But yeah, the bottom is nice and very lovely. So this is some sort of flower pot. Actually, this was one of the first pieces that I made here from home, and I'm not really liking it. So this one I think might just go. Then this is a bowl that I made with like very textured clay, but yeah, this is not functional, I think, for food. So I think this might just go as well. But yeah, it also has this little bump in the middle, and I really dislike that. So this one is gonna go as well. Oh yes, this one. This is the only plate that I've made. Uy, you cannot see it from there. So, this is the first plate, well, first and only plate that I've made. I mean, it's okay, but it's not the best. The bottom was incredibly difficult. And yeah, you can see, I don't know if you can see, but yeah, there is a lot of imperfections at the bottom. To be honest, I don't know if I want to spend money on firing this, because also I have this little thing here. It's so annoying, really. And yeah, also the little bump. But yeah, it was a nice practice. I've never made a plate. This was the first and only one. That's something I really wanted to make. So yeah, this was good practice. This was supposed to be a jar with a lid, if you can believe that. I actually made a video about this. What a massive fail. Massive fail. This is definitely gonna go. So yeah, and then for the rest, it has been mostly cups, because those are the ones that I was struggling with during the course. So that's what I sort of focus on when I am doing pottery at home. That's what my focus has been. And I really like doing this type of food. I think it's really lovely. And yeah, this one, for example, is very thin here at the rim. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we'll see. And then yeah, just a tiny espresso cup with a flat foot, and yeah, some nice detail. This bowl is completely off center, so yeah, and also there is I don't know if you can see, goddamn the stupid lights. So this one, let me see if I can show you. This has a little dent in here, but also a crack. So that unfortunately I don't think it's even safe to fire. Then this cup, and then this is a nice cup actually, a nice cute foot. Yeah, there's some good pieces in here, I think. Then I made this. This is absolutely a mess. I think this was also one of the first pieces that I've made. And the foot is actually okay. It's pretty nice or decent. let me correct that myself. It's decent, but this part is not. And yeah, this is a little bit better than the one that I did during the course, like this part. But yeah, what am I gonna use this for, to be honest? It's not like I drink much or anything like that. Oh yes, and this bowl was a massive fail. Look at this, it's so wobbly and so ugly. I thought I'm just gonna finish it just to put my keys in it, but yeah, it's, what is this? This is gonna go. This is gonna go, folks. And actually, I have very, very exciting news, and this is super exciting for me. So one of the things that I was struggling with the most when doing my pieces at home was to not be able to finish them, pretty much. I keep making pots and I have to think, oh, this is just for practice. Actually, you cannot use anything that you're making, which is a shame because, you know, I'm making a lot of things, or it looks like I'm making a lot of things, but I'm not be able to, you know, finish any of them. So these are the big news. I actually purchased a kiln. Yay! Last week I got my kiln, my first ever kiln. I bought a Rode 20S Eco Top. That's actually the smallest model that they have, I think. And the reason why I chose that one, it's because the only place where I can't install my kiln is in my basement. And because of the dimensions, and also, to be honest, you know, the kind of production that I make, I thought that the 21 was sufficient at the moment. So I got the 20. Today I did my first firing with the kiln, and now it's going through the cooling process. So right now should be around 750 degrees Celsius. I bought the kiln because I was so sad that I couldn't finish anything, and I am gonna be able to finish them. So hopefully, and I'm super excited about this, I'm hoping that by the end of this week, I can do a bisque fire for all the pieces that I actually do want to maintain and keep. And then maybe next week, I can do a glaze. So that's super also what I'm super excited about the glazing part. I did buy 4 glazes, and I want to show you which ones. So give me a second. So I did a little bit of shopping last weekend, and I went to a ceramic store, which is actually very close to where I live. And I bought these 4. So first, I only get one brush, and this is the type of brush that I also used when glazing in the pottery studio. So I just bought one, and we'll see how that goes with just one. But yeah, I have this one. And then I bought 4 glazes. So the glazes that I bought are from this German brand. It's called Bots. I got green granite. I also got travertine. Not sure how you pronounce that, but I also got this. This I think it's a bit of like an orangey color. Then I also got the Bots Plus. This one, I think you mix with the others and it sort of changes that part of the glazing. So I'm excited to see how this goes. And the last one that I bought is the black blue speckle. So these are the four glazes that I bought. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please, 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 please subscribe to my channel. I would really love to share all this journey and everything that I'm doing with all of you, with every watcher and every person that, you know, crosses path with me. Please subscribe to my channel. Please give it a thumbs up, and if you can, just spend 2 to 3 seconds to write a comment. It does really help to grow my teeny tiny YouTube channel. And thank you for watching, especially for watching until the very end. And I hope to see you soon next time. And I really hope, I think that the next video that I will make will be about bisque firing for the very first time, but also the glazing part, which is very exciting because this is the first time that I'm ever gonna do it. I'm a bit scared of it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared of what can go wrong, but I want to share that first time with you. And maybe you don't have a kiln yet, or maybe you're thinking about getting one and you're kind of like trying to see what happens. So I want to share that with you. See you next time. Bye.